Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Devi Awards in Kochi. I'm so delighted to be your host, all the way from Kashmir to Kochi. I'm your host, Kaveri Ramsai. As the economist Joan Robinson once said, whatever you say about India, the opposite is also true. It's particularly true of Kerala. Its women-centric development model is a benchmark for the country. High literacy, favorable sex ratio, strong public health systems, and visible female participation in public life. But recently, the state's revised Women's Policy 2026 turned the spotlight on another reality. Women from Dalit, tribal, and coastal communities continue to live on the margins of God's own country. The new policy document says structural inequalities of caste, geography, occupation, and gender have produced deep disparities that broad social indicators often conceal. It has suggested 38 policy interventions to offset the imbalance, but you probably know all this. We also know that great progress can also coexist with greater misogyny. But for someone who is a great admirer of Malayalam cinema, my understanding of the status of women stems from movies such as The Great Indian Family or Jaya 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 He, or more recently Loka. I enjoy the women turning on patriarchy, sometimes with wit, other times with venom, and yet at other times with a little superhero magic. On screen, if not in real life, women can always win. It's a privilege to be your host today. The New Indian Express began the Devi Awards in 2014. Since then, we've taken it to 10 cities and awarded 450 Devis. This is our third Devi Awards in Kochi, and as I said, we're delighted to be in this incredible state again. We're also delighted to have Suresh Gopi, the Minister of State for Petroleum and Natural Gas, and the Minister of State for Tourism. He's well known to us from his cinematic persona of the police officer or the angry young man delivering powerful monologues denouncing the ills of society. I remember one. Just remember that? Yeah? We'll probably ask you to do it today. May I also request K.V. Thomas to be here? Yes, thank you. Thank you both, gentlemen, for being with us. Thank you to the wonderful Devis who are here with us today, and of whom you will hear a lot later. Congratulations to all of you. May we have the Devi song here quickly as the gentlemen take their place here. Round of applause for them while you listen to the song.
Wisdom, strength, you strong. Like raindrops by green and gold, your stories of valor forever told. From the legacy of seekers' grace to the power of callings and grace, I hereby speak in every deed, in servicing art, in every creed, baby, rise with pride, with wisdom, strength, and pride.
Thank you so much. By now, request Kerala's very own daughter, Lakshmi Menon. She's from Uttapalam, she told me, to come and deliver the welcome address. By the way, I want to make an announcement. Most of the Devis are apparently from Thrissur, which also happens to be Mr. Gopi's constituency. So, but it's an accident, a coincidence. We didn't plan it that way. It just so happened. All the talented women seem to be interested. That's me, please.
Thank you for the kind words, Kaveri. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're truly honored to welcome our chief guest, Honorable Minister of State for Petroleum and Natural Gas and Minister of State for Tourism, Shri Suresh Gopi. We're also honored to have with us Shri K.V. Thomas, Kerala Government's representative at New Delhi. Suresh Gopi needs no introduction. You're a name that resonates across Kerala and beyond. As you can see, Devi Awards was quoting your movie dialogue. On screen, you stood for justice, courage, and conviction. Off screen, you continue that commitment in public life, working to serve with the same intensity and purpose. Your journey from cinema to service is not just inspiring, it's a powerful reminder that leadership is about action. We're privileged to have you with us tonight. Hosting the Devi Awards in Kerala could not be more fitting. This is a land known for its high literacy, sharp awareness, and fearless opinions. If there is one place where women don't wait for opportunities, but create them, it is Kerala. From boardrooms to classrooms, from entrepreneurship to public service, from grassroots activism to global leadership, Kerala's women lead with confidence, competence, and clarity. Tonight is about celebrating this very spirit. Devi Awards are not just trophies on a stage, they're stories of grit, stories of resilience, stories of women who turned obstacles into stepping stones and dreams into impact. Each awardee here represents strength in action and purpose in motion. To our incredible winners, we salute you. You're not just achievers, you're change makers. You remind us that leadership is not about titles, it is about courage, it is about vision, it's about lifting others as you rise. A warm welcome to everyone gathered here for being part of this powerful evening and for being here to cheer for our baby. Let us begin the celebration of excellence, resilience, and the unstoppable Shakti of women, the living, breathing spirit of the Devi. Let the celebration begin.
Lakshmi, may I request you to please stay on stage? We now have to do the lamp lighting. And request Mr. Chawla, Mr. Gopi, and Mr. Thomas to help in lighting the light. I notice Mr. Gopi is wearing garment and in honor of one of our devis, I'm sure. Yes, stand up. Yeah, oh yes, that's right. Everything is coordinated and thought. Mr. Gopi to give his welcome address. Mr. Gopi? Mr. Gopi, would you like to come to the podium and deliver your welcome address? and maybe that famous monologue. Come.
നമസ്കാരം. പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട മലയാളി സഹോദരി സഹോദരങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇന്ത്യൻ എക്സ്പ്രസ് സംഘടിപ്പിച്ചിട്ടുള്ള ദേവി പുരസ്കാരങ്ങൾ നൽകുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടി വിളിച്ചു കൂട്ടിയിട്ടുള്ള ഈ സംഗമത്തിൽ വേദിയിൽ എന്നോടൊപ്പം പങ്കെടുത്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന ബഹുമാന്യനായ കൊച്ചിയുടെ ഏറ്റവും പ്രശസ്തനായ ഗുരുനാഥൻ, ഞങ്ങളുടെ വന്ന് മമ്മൂക്കയെ വരെ പഠിപ്പിച്ചിട്ടുള്ള അധ്യാപകൻ, മുൻ കേന്ദ്രമന്ത്രി, എല്ലാ അർത്ഥത്തിലും കൊച്ചിക്ക് വളരെയധികം പ്രമുഖനും കൊച്ചിക്ക് ഒരുപാട് കടപ്പാടുള്ളതും അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് കൊച്ചിയോട് കടപ്പാടുള്ളതുമായ ഒരു പശ്ചാത്തലത്തിൽ ഇന്ന് ഈ വേദിയിൽ പ്രത്യേക നേതാവായിട്ട് വേദിയിലേക്ക് വന്നെത്തിയ കെ വി തോമസ് എന്ന തോമസ് മാഷിന് എൻ്റെ വിനീത നമസ്കാരം, ആദരം. My namaskar to Sri Prabhu Sharma, Editorial Director of the New Indian Express, Srimati Lakshmi Menon, CEO of the New Indian Express, distinguished, very distinguished Devi Awards, including the one from, as mentioned by the host, from my constituency, Kochi, and esteemed organizers of the Devi Awards, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense happiness to be here in Kochi this evening for the Devi Award Kerala, instituted by the New Indian Express. My heartfelt congratulations to the New Indian Express group for creating such a meaningful platform that has, across 37 editions, honored 449 inspiring women from different walks of life and celebrated their strength, resilience, brilliance, and dynamism. The very name Devi evokes power and reverence. In our civilizational ethos, Devi symbolizes Shakti, the supreme force of creation, protection, and transformation. As we gather here today, we are not merely acknowledging achievements, we are saluting living embodiments of that Shakti, women whose determination and courage have created meaningful impact in society. Kerala has long been recognized for its progressive outlook, high literacy, and rich legacy of social reform. Yet, what truly defines our state is the indomitable spirit of its women. From education and healthcare to entrepreneurship, governance, art, science, agriculture, and social service, women in Kerala continue to lead with excellence and integrity. They balance responsibilities with grace, confront challenges with courage and transform obstacles into opportunity. The renowned poetess Balamani Amma beautifully captured the quiet yet profound strength of women. I am reminded of her lines. നിശബ്ദതയിൽ പോലും അവൾ ചരിത്രം രചിക്കുന്നു, ചരിത്രം കുറിക്കുന്നു, ചരിത്രം കുറിച്ചുകൊണ്ടേയിരിക്കുന്നു. ഇവിടെയും ആ ചരിത്രം കുറിച്ച ഒരു വനിതാ സമൂഹത്തിൽ നിന്ന് ഇന്ത്യൻ എക്സ്പ്രസിന് കണ്ടെത്താൻ കഴിഞ്ഞ മഹതികളാണ് ഇന്നിവിടെ ആദരിക്കുന്നത്. Even in silence, she writes history. How true that is. So many women create change quietly, without seeking attention, without expecting applause. Yes, their impact is deep and lasting. Each awardee present here tonight represents such a journey, a story of resilience, dedication, and unwavering commitment. Behind every milestone lies discipline, behind every success lies determination, and behind every progressive society stands the strength, the muscle of its women. In many years' public life, I have witnessed firsthand how women are transforming community through self-help groups that empower rural households, entrepreneurs who generate employment, scientists advancing research, farmers enhancing agricultural productivity, healthcare professionals serving with compassion, and artists shaping our cultural consciousness. The Government of India has introduced several transformative initiatives aimed at strengthening women's empowerment and economic participation. Financial inclusion through Jan Dhan Yojana, entrepreneurship support under Mudra Yojana, affordable housing through PM Awas Yojana, clean cooking energy through Ujjwala Yojana, and health security under Ayushman Bharat have collectively enhanced dignity and independence for millions of women. Programs like Mahila Kisan Sashaktikaran Pariyojana are supporting women in agriculture, and Serb Power is encouraging women scientists to pursue advanced research. These initiatives are not just schemes, they are tools that help women realize their own strength and put it to perfect use. Women today are not only beneficiaries of development, they are architects of India's progress. From grassroots leadership in Panchayati Raj institutions to participation in cutting-edge research, from startups to space missions, women are shaping the narrative of a self-reliant and developed India. Empowerment is not about granting power to women, for they inherently possess it, and is very evident in every home in the country and through the world. The power of women at home. True empowerment lies in creating equitable opportunities, removing systemic barriers, ensuring safety and dignity, and fostering an environment where talent can flourish without limitation. Real progress occurs when women are not merely participants but decision makers and true, strong leaders. Recognition also carries responsibility. By honoring achievers, we inspire the next generation. And I can perhaps somewhere in the audience see a little young girl who will return home tonight with huge dreams, renewed confidence in her dreams. Your journeys will serve as beacons of hope and aspiration for countless others. I also wish to acknowledge the families, mentors, institutions, and communities who stand behind these remarkable women. Empowerment is a collective endeavor that is strengthened by encouragement, partnership, and solidarity. Let us reaffirm our commitment to building a Kerala and an India where every girl child feels safe, valued, educated, and empowered, where her aspirations are nurtured and where her potential knows no boundaries. Once again, my warmest congratulations to all the winners of the Devi Awards Kerala. May you continue to rise, inspire, and lead with courage and compassion. Thank you all, and Jai Bharat. ഇന്ന് രണ്ട് മൂന്ന് ചെറിയ തരത്തിലുള്ള കണക്ടേഷൻസ് ഇവിടെ സ്വാഗതമരുളിയ മഹതിയിൽ നിന്നുണ്ടായിട്ടുണ്ട്. അത് ആദരിക്കണമെന്ന് ഞാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുകയാണ്. തീർച്ചയായും I need to respect your suggestions and your requests. So first of all, it's only a coincidence that there are many awardees from Kochi, my constituency. It was never planned because I know that for sure. Because I was the last chosen and confirmed for this program just 5 days back. So that cannot be the way. Awardees were navigated, hunted, navigated, investigated, and then found to be true and valued to be given attribution. So that is one clarification I wanted to make in support of the MC. Now, coming to my shirt, there was a comment. I do agree that was there, but moreover, I should make it clear that I didn't know that Paris Lakshmi was going to be here. And that was also not planned. And also I need to say that from the recent news clips and details on media for the past 1 week about Rafale, about AI, I think Paris needs a presence here, isn't it? For the kind of social ruckus that is going on, especially in Kerala, regarding the tariff. We've got a jolt which has been fully in favor of us. So the US Supreme Court has come out with a final word. So I think the hue and cry about all mishaps being formed in the name of wrong narrative will get to a dead close now. So these are few things. Now, if she wishes and if it's your wish as well, then just remember that. Thank you.
I thought I'd ask, since we have been talking about women, who's the most important woman in your life?
ആദ്യത്തെ ചോദ്യം തന്നെ എൻ്റെ കഞ്ഞൂരി മുട്ടിക്കുന്ന ചോദ്യമാണ് അല്ലേ? Now I have to choose between many women in my life, right from my grandmother, from my maternal side, who gifted me through DNA and through her kitchenette home in Alapi, a very good palate which can invite only good food, not in quantity, but excellent food, quality of food. So from there the DNA started and ended with my mom. That is why you see me at a hill of flesh. Yeah. So, when it comes to partnered life, I think if you check all my revenue record, if I have a duplex flat, one floor is registered in Radhika's name and the other floor is in mine. If you look at the properties we have bought, it will be half of us and half of me. So, there is a reason to it. Any property, if you will, through your very intended, or let me call it crooked eyes, now from tomorrow onwards, the media can go around checking on my revenue holdings. They will do it because they need to rule me out, de-script me, de-structure me. That is the need of the politics which is there, very malicious intent. So I will say, if at all you will find a property solely in my name, there will be two others solely in Radhika's name. Would you want to applaud that? You know what or who Radhika is as a woman in my life. And I've never seen my children grow. She has. That is why I put a line in between, except from the lines I got from my ministry, which I should pick on to. I ushered in a few lines from my heart as well. I said, the strength of, the power of women, the muscle of women can be seen in every home in the country through the home. So, she has been the strength. She is in the strength by which we live together and together.
I hope so too. I think we should applaud that. Just a couple of more questions. Since you're both a politician and an artist, is there more politics in politics, or is there more politics in cinema?
I'll put it in one line. I was groomed well in my professional arena to become a good politician.
May I ask the qualities required?
I think sincerity and perseverance. Forget anything and everything else. Sincerity, you have to be faithful. And when it comes to sincerity of esteem, it is this quality that the enemies are afraid of.
Talking about enemies, we will have elections in Kerala soon.
Let us not. See, this is what
This is what happens when you open the door for questions.
I open up a discussion because I have a Gurunathan beside me. Even though our politics is at loggerheads and will always be at loggerheads.
Yeah.
But we are very divine, soulful acting.
But I think that is true of Kerala. That's the spirit of Kerala. Live and let live. Isn't it? All faiths, all politics, I think they live quite happily together. What is that one quality about your state which you're truly proud of? It's a state I would love to come and live in if somebody gives me one of his properties.
I can definitely share to your comforts, not part with or little. So I think the one good quality about Kerala is the nature which restores the individuals, especially the Malayalis and any. You even said that you would want to live here.
Yeah, it is got you.
That is the serenity of the
Thank you so much for being so kind. I think Mr. Chavda would
Talk in the dark. That's right. If at all it comes to power, it will be running a business candidate or not.
If I answer this very sincere, what should I call it? Is it a question or is it curiosity? I cannot define properly. It's in a art. But if I answer, then it can create purpose. We have the media presence here and outside us. So, when they know that I'm into a very soulful activity, say instituted by the Indian Express, they are waiting for long waggings of not my tail, I don't carry a tail, but my tongue. They are waiting for the wagging. I want to deny them cruelly.
Thank you very much. May I now request Mr. Thomas, who is going to be very patiently, to say a few words. Thank you.
There's a long between me and the public channel. I'm happy to be present in this Devi Awards because in 2014 in Delhi, and there was going to be accidents. And we were what Devi Awards in times I used to come. Today, there is a special reason. My neighbor, we call Maniam, who is Radha Maniam, and our relationship is so strong. And my wife is not home. She left 1 year back. And Maniamma and my wife are very close. And not only the relationship between me and my husband, Maniamma, and my wife and Maniamma, we have got a pug called Aarti. Whenever Aarti gets a time from my house, Aarti runs to Maniamma's house and goes to the front of the door and barks. That is the relationship, very strong relationship. And Maniamma, because I was in Papumbadi for 50 years, after I started living in Papumbadi, she came with her family. And the Maniamma I know about 45 years ago was an ordinary woman looking after them. And they had a famous driving school, requisite, run by her husband, Maniachan, and people. But when Maniachan left due to an accident, without, nobody thought that he would depart. There was a challenge. And Maniamma took that challenge. She ran very efficiently, have to be said. And she herself became a legend in the world of driving. So when I came here, saw Maniamma here, I was also astonished why she is here. So, but she has been going to some other function. So I'm very happy. And then only when I came here, I knew that this movie is and yesterday myself and Prabhu Chawla had a relations of more than 50 years in the Central Hall of the One thing I feel now so unhappy when I go to the parliament is nobody goes to the earlier the Prime Minister, the Minister, senior generals like Devi Awards, all of us sit together in the big hall, have a cup of tea from Indian culture. A lot of discussion, debate. And I met Mr. Yechudi in the Central Hall. And I had a friendship with him for a long period. So when I saw Prabhu Chawla, I was so happy. And Suresh Gopi, when we came to the parliament, we were together. And whenever he comes from Trivandrum, he brings some special food for all of us. About 20-35 people in the packet with different types of food in Trivandrum. And coming to the Devi Awards, which started in 2014, so many women who have shown their excellence. And I'm happy women are being awarded because in 2013, the food security bill was passed in the parliament, and I had the privilege to move that. So we discussed on that bill from 2009 to 2013, so that we get the support of the states, various political organizations. In one of the meetings, when Sonia was there, the then Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh was there, Yechudi was there. One question was asked, who should be the head of the family? Because in the car, the head of the family was there. So without any doubt, I said, it should be the mother. So Sonia Gandhi asked me, why Thomas you said this mother? I said, Madam, I was the Fisheries Minister of Kerala. And Vajpayee was the Prime Minister. Anthony was the Chief Minister. And Vajpayee and Advani were very kind enough to Kerala those days. We got a lot of financial assistance. And one of the assistance was constructing houses for the fishermen. So when we got the first installment, we constructed the houses. And the owner was the father of the head of it. But within another 1 or 2 years, we found that all these houses were torn down because these men, they used to go to the clothing shop. Then we gave it to the mother. And I'm very happy even now, when houses are given to the fishermen, it is given to the mother. So I told Madam Gandhi and the committee members, it will be very safe if the mother is the head of the family. So Indian Express had the vision to find out that these women were contributors for the country. Definitely like Maniamma. Maniamma is not a woman, but she took up the challenge when her husband expired. And now she is doing very, very well. Not she is very wealthy, but she is very wealthy with her grandchildren. I'm happy today I got Suresh Gopi, Prabhu Chawla, and they think that we used to sit in the center meeting for the last 5 years. I'm happy I could be here with you. I lost my sound because I was traveling for the last 1 weekend, all the pilot. Anyhow, I'm very happy that Indian Association had taken this occasion to honor our women who have contributed in different fields. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Thomas, for doing that and for championing women at the highest levels of government. I think all of us should actually applaud that. I think we need to do that. Can we have a huge round of applause for the Right to Food Act and the difference it has made to so many different families. Thank you so much. I think like you, even I've lost my voice.
If you will give me just half a minute.
Please.
ഞാനത് വളരെ ക്രൂരമായിട്ട് നിഷേധിക്കണമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞെങ്കിലും പെട്ടെന്ന് എനിക്ക് എൻ്റെ ദൈവങ്ങൾ എന്നോട് ഓതി അതിനൊരു മറുപടി ആവാമെന്ന്. അപ്പം ഞാൻ അദ്ദേഹം ചോദിച്ച ചോദ്യത്തിന് അപ്പോൾ the question was whether I will take the wheel if BJP comes to Kerala. See, I have to open my heart now. എനിക്ക് അത്രേ പറ്റൂ. My largest or hugest dream in life is not all this that I am going through, but to become the chairman of the Guruvayur Devasam Board. അതാണ് എൻ്റെ ഏറ്റവും വലിയ ആഗ്രഹം. ഗുരുവായൂരപ്പനെ ചെയർമാനായി ഇരുന്നു കൊണ്ട് സേവിച്ച് മരിക്കാൻ സാധിക്കണം. ഇത്രയേ ഉള്ളൂ ആഗ്രഹം. അതിനപ്പുറം ഒന്നും ഞാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നില്ല. ഇത് പറഞ്ഞാൽ അപകടമാവില്ല എന്ന് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പിന്നെ ഇപ്പം തന്നെ നോർത്ത് ഇന്ത്യയിലെ പേപ്പേഴ്സ് മുഴുവൻ സുരേഷ് ഗോപി രാജിവെച്ചു, ഗുരുവായൂർ ദേവസ്വം ചെയർമാനായിട്ട് പോയി എന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞ് വലിയ പുകിലാക്കിക്കളെ ജീവിക്കാൻ വയ്യാത്ത അവസ്ഥയായിട്ടുണ്ട്. Half of it you can understand through your colleagues in the system.
No, a little bit I understood. In fact, one of my colleagues was telling me if you have time tomorrow, don't go to the Biennale, go to Guruvayur temple. So, I think I'll follow that. Okay, so with my broken voice, we will actually start Devi Award proceedings now. The first lady of the evening is Nalini Chandran, educator. Oh yes, sorry. May I request all of you to please come ahead? Yeah, just 1 minute, sorry. They can remove the chair. Sorry. Sorry, this requires a little bit of choreography. Please do bear with us. Great. Sorry about that. The first lady of the evening is Nalini Chandran. Can you have the visual? So bringing wonder back into the classroom as founder principal and former director of Hari Sri Vidyanidhi. Started in 1978, along with her husband, Lieutenant Colonel Chandran. Nalini Chandran, who taught in several schools across the country, threw herself into nurturing her fledgling institution. Today, Hari Sri Vidyanidhi stands proudly, grooming its students into global citizens. A trained Kathakali dancer, she has also choreographed several outstanding programs, and her Shakespeare lessons are talked of even today. The New Indian Express honors Nalini Chandran, Devi of Learning. Will you have the award?
a little scared because I've reached the age of 89. At the age of 89, I'm still going strong with little ones as well as adults. And I find it very, very relaxing when I'm with a child. When I'm not well, I normally ask not anyone, not a doctor. I say, just get me so-and-so child or so-and-so class. Let that child come to me and I will be cured. This is my, and the school slogan is, let the appeal of harmony be the appeal of all religions. Let the appeal of harmony, come on, I want you to repeat after me. Let the appeal of harmony be the appeal of all religions. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Only a teacher would say such wonderful things. Wonderful. The next Devi of the evening is A. Seema, scientist. For her practical and life-saving innovation, a wearable device for breast cancer screening, which was selected as one of the 10 best innovations in the Prime Minister's Award for Excellence in Public Administration. A scientist at the Center for Materials for Electronics Technology, A. Seema is currently working in the area of 2D materials, sensors, actuators, and energy storage. The New Indian Express honors A. Seema, Devi of Innovation. May we have a huge round of applause for her, please.
So good evening all. First let me thank New Indian Express for choosing me for the Devi Award. Specifically I would like to thank the women from Kerala who have come forward for screening because this is a new device what we have developed and the clinical trial was done at Malabar Cancer Center, Talasheri. So when we want to do the screening, the women who just identified that or diagnosed that they have a disease like cancer has come forward without any hesitation. So I always salute the women who has given me the support to make this device. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The third Devi of the evening is Kapila Venu, performance artist, for taking Kudiyattam all over the world and maintaining one of the oldest living theatre traditions across nations. Kapila Venu has been traveling the world, performing, teaching, giving workshops on Kudiyattam for over 2 decades now. She has also had long collaborations with internationally acclaimed artists and scholars such as Dr. Eberhard Fischer, Peter Oskarsson, and Wally Cardona. The New Indian Express honors Kapila Venu, Devi of Dance. Can we have a huge round of applause, please? Kapila, it's a bit of a difficult thing. If I were to ask you to express divinity through your Kudiyattam, how would you do it?
Oh no, I wouldn't do it like that. No, because But thank you very much.
What does it mean to you, divinity, to be a deity?
Divinity to me, it's a very, very difficult question. I think as an artist, I think those sublime experiences that may or may not happen, it's never in our control.
Yeah.
But like when a performance really works in every way, like the artist and everything around and the audience and everybody comes together and some magic happens, I always feel it's divine. Thank you very
so much. And thank you for doing what you do.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
The fourth Devi of the evening is, we've already talked about the Paris Lakshmi, dancer and actor. For explorations in performance art and for building institutions of artistic learning as the director of Matra Art Foundation, and curator of Boho, a contemporary dance community in Kochi. Paris started her Bharatanatyam training in France at the age of 9 under Armin Sokot, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, then in Pune, and then finally in Chennai in Dr. Padma Subramaniam's Nityodaya School of Dance. She's also a familiar face in cinema and TV. The New Indian Express honors Paris Lakshmi, Devi of Performance. Round of applause. Come on, make up time. So, what brought you to Kochi, Paris? And why aren't you Kochi Lakshmi? Why are you Paris Lakshmi?
Well, Lakshmi was given by my parents at my birth. I think I really want to thank my parents because they are the reason why I'm standing here today. They love Indian culture and that's how they ended up naming me Lakshmi. But Paris came because the guru of my brother, Tiruvaru Bhaktanath sir, who was just awarded Padma Bhushan, Padma Shri. So Padma Shri Tiruvaru Bhaktanath sir gave me this name because he said, we musicians in Tamil Nadu, we always use the name of our place first. And the name is Lakshmi, but it's way too common. We want to understand which Lakshmi we are talking about. So, as you are coming from Paris, it's Paris. And that's how it started. And yes, I get it very often, and people want to rename me Kochi Lakshmi. But yes, it's in the heart. Kerala is my home, and today I feel so grateful and thank you, Suresh sir, being the one giving me this award makes it even so sweet. And I think I want to thank the New Indian Express for having this thought and thinking of me. I have much more to achieve, and seeing all the amazing women standing here tonight, I feel much more inspiration to go on. Urvadu Sandhu, Adilana Undi, Kerala and the Hidayamana.
Wonderful. I should be ashamed she speaks better Malayalam than I do. But thank you so much. The fifth lady of the evening is Reshma Suresh, social entrepreneur. For connecting home chefs to the market with Toko, a tech-enabled delivery platform. A biomedical engineer with over a decade of experience, Reshma Suresh applies clinical-grade rigor to address a quieter public health challenge, the disappearance of clean, home-cooked nutrition from urban life. By integrating farmers, rural micro-production hubs, and technology-driven quality systems, she is building a scalable alternative to industrial food supply chains, while enabling women in their 50s to achieve financial independence. The New Indian Express honors Reshma Suresh, Devi of Excellence. May we have her on stage? Some applause, yes.
Starting with the two home chefs I first onboarded, they joined me here. That's my mom and my mom's sister.
Could you please raise your hand? Are you there? It would be nice to have followed you. Wow.
You know, we all have our moms and dads who are amazing cooks, right? But then they keep hearing about how wonderful they are as cooks by us, our family friends, and maybe our friends. That's about it, right? So I found my mom's sister, and many women like them who are in their 40s, in their 50s, who are amazing cooks, but they do not have an opportunity to come out. I moved to Bombay to pursue my career in 2012, and one of the things I miss the most is those nostalgic good food that we grew up eating at home. And there are many
The minister also mentioned,
and there are so many people like me who are facing the same problem. We are relying heavily on taking out or eating out and several lifestyle diseases later on. So I saw these two pillars and I thought I can bridge the gap. So
wonderful. I think it's a terrific thing.
See, I've never had these lackings. That was a blessing. In fact, God's blessing for a talent bearer like me to be a celebrity. Any corner of the world, you have Malayali food, or at least Tamil homes. I stay in 5-star or 7-star hotels, but I never have food there. I get food from homes who know me. So I've never had these lackings at all, but I definitely do understand the emotion.
Thank you so much. I love people who love food, as you can imagine. So thank you. Thank you, both of you. The sixth Devi of the evening is P.S. Chalaja. I hope I'm pronouncing these names right. Artist. For her humane artistic expression with works that offer a counter-vision of the many histories of man. In her work, she highlights the contradictions of that image of man, the victories and defeats, the pleasures and perils. Among the first set of participants whose work bolstered the inaugural edition of the Kochi Biennale, P.S. Jalaja has since then displayed her art across the world. The New Indian Express honors P.S. Jalaja, Devi of Exploration. May we have her on stage, please? Come. Well, I'd like to ask you about the Biennale since it's on right now. Did you ever imagine it would become such a global phenomenon? The Biennale, yes.
actually, I participated in 2012 Biennale.
The first one.
Yeah. I think it's a space for explore the Kerala art, especially for Malayali artists. It's an open space for all of us because we had in such a space before Biennale started,
And it's very democratic.
I feel so. Yeah, the experience of that is like that. Yeah.
So how have you benefited and how has it transformed the artistic community?
Actually, it's a huge exploration for all of us because we have plenty of artists here who are consistently practiced, but we had in space for exhibit in a space like a grand space for their artwork. We have only few galleries here. We haven't enough museum. I would like to introduce that problem. If we have some good museums, we can have exhibit our work, and it will be a very significant step if we have a museum for artists. Please. So I feel it's a good space for artists to explore their work and show their work, and all over the world who try to understand and explore the museums directors and the gallery people are here because of Biennale. We have some gallery space like academy space, but it's not like a Biennale. Okay, it's not like a grand space.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Would the minister like to respond?
I will definitely want to respond to Ms. Jalaja's representation. There are 3 lists in the country. Democratic, completely democratic. The central list, the concurrent list, and the state list. Unfortunately, I will tell you, the representation or the request made, the material notified in your presence to me belongs to the state list. We definitely can co-work. I'm not in charge of the culture ministry, but I can work my hands into it. If the state government will come forward, yeah, it is there in the air. We've been discussing for a long time about amphitheaters in all the 14 districts for expositions, and also such museums or cultural collection centers. All these are in the air, but the state government has to come with a very loyal design and then approach us so that we can co-work with it. Whatever is the financial participation, we can decide. Definitely.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Jalaj, and thank you, Minister. We're asking him all sorts of difficult questions, but he's been a sport. Thank you. The seventh lady of the evening is Radhamani, driver. We've heard so much about her already. For taking control of life steering wheel, holding licenses to drive 12 different types of vehicles, including heavy machinery such as cranes, JCBs, buses, tractors, excavators. Radhamani Amma, better known as Mani Amma, alongside her husband, is the founder and owner of Kerala's first heavy vehicle driving school, A to Z Driving Institute, which played a pioneering role in making heavy vehicle driving accessible within the state, encouraging men, especially women, to gain confidence, skill, and independence. Winning in express honors, Radhamani drives Devi of Mobility.
എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. എന്നെ ആദ്യം തന്നെ മാഷ് ഇവിടെ പരിചയപ്പെടുത്തി അതിന് മാഷിന് പ്രത്യേകമായിട്ട് നന്ദി പറയുന്നു. എല്ലാവർക്കും നന്ദി. ഇപ്പൊ ഞാനൊരു ഡ്രൈവിംഗ് ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ടായിട്ട് ഡ്രൈവിംഗ് സ്കൂളായി തുടങ്ങി അതൊരു ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ടായിട്ട് പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്നു. ധാരാളം നമ്മുടെ കേരളത്തിലും പുറത്തുള്ള പലർക്കും അതൊരു വലിയ ജോലി സാധ്യതയുള്ള ഒരു ഫീൽഡായിട്ട് വളർത്താൻ എനിക്ക് സാധിച്ചു. എൻ്റെ ഹസ്ബൻഡായിട്ട് തുടങ്ങിയതാണ്. എൻ്റെ മക്കളും പേരക്കുട്ടികളും എല്ലാവരും ചേർന്നതൊക്കെ ഒരു നല്ലൊരു വർക്ക്, അതായത് നമ്മുടെ യുവജനങ്ങൾക്ക് നല്ല ഒരു ജോലി സാധ്യതയുള്ള ഒരു ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷനായിട്ട് അത് നടത്തിക്കൊണ്ടുപോകാൻ എനിക്ക് ഇപ്പോഴും സാധിക്കുന്നു. അതിന് ഞാൻ ദൈവത്തിനോട് നന്ദി പറയുന്നു. എൻ്റെ ഹസ്ബൻഡിനെ ഏതു നേരവും സ്മരിക്കുന്നു. എൻ്റെ ഏറ്റവും അടുത്ത ഒരു കൂട്ടുകാരിയാണ് മാഷിന്റെ ഭാര്യ. അതെനിക്ക് സങ്കടത്തോടു കൂടി മാത്രമേ ഓർക്കാൻ സാധിക്കുള്ളൂ. എല്ലാവർക്കും
അമ്മ അത്രയും പറഞ്ഞ സ്ഥിതിക്ക് അമ്മയും കൂടെ കേൾക്കണം. മണിയമ്മ അമ്മ കേൾക്കണം. നമുക്കിന്ന് റോഡില് ഒരു 4 ട്രാക്ക് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 6 ട്രാക്ക് 8 ട്രാക്ക് എല്ലാം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് അധിക കൺവീനിയൻസിന് വേണ്ടി മാത്രമാണ് സൃഷ്ടിക്കപ്പെട്ടിട്ടുള്ളത്. മൊബിലിറ്റി വർദ്ധിപ്പിക്കുക, അതുമൂലം പ്രൊഡക്ടിവിറ്റി വർദ്ധിപ്പിക്കുക. ഡെവലപ്മെന്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഹയസ്റ്റ് സ്കോറിംഗ് റേറ്റ്സിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ നിരന്തരം പോയിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുക. പക്ഷെ നമുക്ക് റോഡിൽ പൊലിയുന്ന ജീവനുകൾ എല്ലാം അധാർമികമായ ഡ്രൈവിംഗ് സ്വഭാവ സവിശേഷത കൊണ്ട് മാത്രം സംഭവിക്കുന്നതാണ്. ഇപ്പോൾ അലൻ ഷെറിന്റെ മരണം തന്നെ നോക്കിയാൽ ഏതാണ്ട് അതിന്റെ തൊട്ടടുത്ത ദിവസം ഞാൻ തിരുവനന്തപുരത്തേക്ക് കാറി പോകുമ്പോൾ കാണുന്നത് ഉറങ്ങിപ്പോയി. ഉറക്കം വന്നാൽ വണ്ടി സൈഡിലേക്ക് ഒഴിച്ചിട്ട് AC ഇട്ട് ഇരുന്നുറങ്ങാൻ പറയുന്ന അധ്യയനം നമ്മുടെ ഡ്രൈവിംഗ് സ്കൂൾ സെഷൻസിൽ ഇല്ലാതെ പോകുന്നു. എങ്ങനെ മറ്റ് ജീവനുകളെ 4 വീലിലോ 3 വീലിലോ 2 വീലിലോ 16ഉം 12ഉം വീലുകളിൽ പോകുന്ന വണ്ടികളിൽ സഞ്ചരിക്കുന്ന ജീവനുകളെ എങ്ങനെ മാനിക്കണം, മതിക്കണമെന്ന് കുഞ്ഞു മക്കൾക്ക് പറഞ്ഞു കൊടുക്കുന്ന ഒരു അമ്മ തന്ത്രശാലി, അങ്ങനെയുള്ള തന്ത്രശാലിമാർ നമുക്ക് സമൂഹത്തിൽ അത്യാവശ്യമാണ്. അതിനുകൂടിയാണ് അമ്മ വഴി തെളിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഈ ആദരവെന്ന് പറയുന്നത് അങ്ങനെ ഒരുപാട് ഓൺടർപ്രണേഴ്സിന് ഈ അമ്മ ചെയ്യുന്ന ഈ ദൈവിക പ്രവൃത്തിയിലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുവരുവാൻ വലിയ ഊർജവും പ്രചോദനവും ഒക്കെ നൽകണേ എന്ന് ഞാൻ ആത്മാർത്ഥമായി പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുകയാണ്.
I'm just happy because otherwise women get such a bad rap for being bad drivers, which is not true. It's a stereotype. The eighth Devi of the evening is Litti Chako, writer and scholar. Her state-of-the-art work in preserving ancient manuscripts, especially her research on Sangama Grama Madhava, a 14th century mathematician and astronomer who is considered the father of the Kerala School of Astronomy and Mathematics. Litti Chako has founded the Manuscript Research and Preservation Center at St. Joseph's College and designed the nation's first BVOC course in Malayalam and Manuscript Management. The New Indian Express honors Litti Chako, Devi of Preservation. I wanted to ask you, how did you come upon this manuscript? Where did you discover it?
നമസ്കാരം. എന്നെ ഈ വേദിയിൽ ഇന്ന് ഇവിടെ നിർത്തിയിരിക്കുന്ന ഒരൊറ്റ പേരുണ്ട്, സംഗമ ഗ്രാമ മാധവൻ. ഞാൻ അന്വേഷിച്ച് നടക്കുന്ന ഒരാളല്ല. എൻ്റെ പിറകെ എന്നെ കുറിച്ച് പറയൂ എന്ന് എന്നോട് പിന്നിൽ നിന്ന് പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന ഒരാൾ. അയാളുടെ പേരിൽ ടൈംസ് ന്യൂ ഇന്ത്യൻ എക്സ്പ്രസിന് ഞാൻ അയാളുടെ ഓർമ്മയ്ക്ക് മുൻപിൽ ഞാൻ നന്ദി പറയുകയാണ്. ഞാൻ ഈ വഴിയിലേക്ക് വന്നത് കുറേ വർഷങ്ങൾക്ക് മുൻപാണ്. എൻ്റെ ഒരു കൗതുകം നിറഞ്ഞ അന്വേഷണത്തിൽ നിന്നാണ് ലോകം മുഴുവനും ഗണിതത്തിന് ഒരു മാറ്റി വരച്ചു കൊടുത്ത, ഗണിതം മൂർധനി സ്ഥിതം എന്ന് വേദാംഗ ജ്യോതിഷത്തിലൊക്കെ പറയുന്ന, ജ്യോതിശാസ്ത്രത്തിൻ്റെയും ഗണിതത്തിൻ്റെയും ഒക്കെ, പ്രത്യേകിച്ചും പൈയുടെ വാല്യൂ, ഇൻഫിനിറ്റ് സീരീസ് തുടങ്ങിയ വലിയ വലിയ ഗണിത സിദ്ധാന്തങ്ങൾ ആവിഷ്കരിച്ചിട്ടുള്ള ഒരാൾ ഇരിങ്ങാലക്കുടക്കാരനാണ് എന്നും അദ്ദേഹം എൻ്റെ നാട് ഇന്ന് ഞാൻ അഹങ്കരിക്കുന്ന നാട്ടിൽ ജീവിച്ചിരുന്ന ഒരാളാണ് എന്നുമൊക്കെയുള്ള തിരിച്ചറിവിൽ നിന്നാണ് ഞാൻ ഈ ഒരു വിഷയത്തിലേക്ക് വരുന്നത്. ഇന്ന് അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ 2 കൃതികളെ പുനഃപ്രസിദ്ധീകരിക്കാനും അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ കുറെ കൂടി ഒരു ചരിത്രത്തിന് തെളിച്ചമുണ്ടാക്കാനും കഴിയുന്ന വഴികളിലൂടെയാണ് ഞാൻ താളിയോലകളിലെ ഗവേഷണത്തിലേക്കൊക്കെ എത്തിച്ചേർന്നിട്ടുള്ളതും മുന്നോട്ട് പോകുന്നതും. എല്ലാവരോടും ഈ ഒരു വേദിക്ക് എന്നെ ഇവിടെ നിർത്തിയതിൻ്റെ പേരിൽ നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം.
Thank you so much. The ninth Devi of the evening is Dr. Susama. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Thank you, sorry. So her seminal work in animal conservation, especially the endangered veture cow, by using the multiple ovulation and embryo transfer, I don't even know what it means, sounds so complicated, technique to breed the cows, Susama was able to even sell the animals to cattle farmers, trained at Union Christian College, Veterinary College, and the National Dairy Research Institute, Karnal. He's also spearheaded efforts to revive the slightly larger Kasarago dwarf breed. She's also associated with the Veture Conservation Trust and the Rashtriya Gokul Mission. The New Indian Express honors Dr. Susama Aipur, Devi of Conservation. Doctor, would you like to say a few words? Out.
Thank you. All others for this great gift for me. And my work has been very different from that of others. I am a veterinarian and my work was in conservation. First I started with conservation of mature cattle. Mature was a very famous local animal of Kerala and it was almost extinct. So along with a team of students, we could, or I could just do the work of conservation and save the mature cows. Then I worked on Kasaragod cattle, and now our Honorable Minister Suresh Gopi just told me that 37 Kasaragod animals he gifted to Sri Padmanabha Swami Kshetra, and he is so much interested. I am so happy to see that our Minister is so much interested in animal rearing. Then the next conservation work done was on Attapadi goats at the tribals. Anyway, so much work I could do for the farmers because I really wanted to do something for the farmers. And for that, I actually, the involvement of my students, that was great. And I am very happy to work with them.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for the work that you do. The 10th and last but penultimate Devi of the evening is Dr. P. Bhanumati, social activist, for giving succor to the mentally challenged through the Association for Mentally Handicapped Adults, which he founded. As a sister to 3 brothers with autism, Dr. P. Bhanumati was inspired right from her childhood to work for the welfare of the intellectually impaired community, stepping in where family and society stop short, and as we all know, they often do. The New Indian Express honors Dr. P. Bhanumati, Devi of Caring. The first time I've seen a minister bow down to someone else. It's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for the listening. Doctor, I wanted to ask you, and it's a very sensitive subject, we all know. Mental illness is still such a stigma in this country, despite so much conversation around it. What do we do? How do we care for those who are mentally unwell?
First of all, mental illness and mental retardation are different.
Yes.
Mental illness is a disease.
Right.
The other one is a state. It cannot be cured.
Right.
So mental illness, we have several mental hospitals or centers are there to protect them or take care of them. This mental retardation, very retarded and autistic adults, there is no place for them with a residential care.
Right. So that's why the work you do is so important. And
moreover, the cases of autism are increasing.
Yes.
Now, 1 child out of 50 are autistic. That is the official data. Unofficially, 1 out of 50 are autistic. So
we need many more Bhanumatis in this country. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
The last Devi of the evening is Abhaya Hiranmayi, singer. So distinctive music, the basics of which she learned from her mother and uncle, and her unique voice. Both make her stand out in a crowded arena. I'm sorry, you'll have to read the rest. I can't go on. But the New Indian Express honors Abhaya Hiranmayi, Devi of Rhythm. May we have her on stage, please. Talking about voice, I'm not blind. Manu, you want to sing for us?
I would like to sing, but a few words before that. It's such a pleasure being here among the distinguished guests and the ladies. Just so good. And two of the biggest in my childhood are one is the new Indian Express and Mr. Honorable Minister, Mr. Suresh Gopi. So it's happiness. And the other thing is, I worked for myself, I uploaded for myself, I took care of myself. I think every woman should do the same, so they will become a Devi. I believe so. Thank you so much.
You're not familiar.
Yeah. Tumbam yaadu tuni imbam seramataya yamakimbam seramataya anjulaninje tamilai paadini alninga mataya kanne alninga mataya tumbamegaya yadutuni imbam seramataya yamakimbam seramataya. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I now request Mr. Chawla to give the memento to Mr. Gopi. May I also call Mr. Thomas so that Mr. Chawla can honor you? And may I now request all the babies to come to the stage with their trophy. And Kiran, who will, I'm sure, disappear. Kiran, where are you? Please come to the stage. We need to do the photo off so that we can all remember this occasion. Kiran, here you are. Don't run away. Please take your trophies. Thank you all very much. Been a very good and patient audience. Please take all the pictures you can. photographers are very difficult to satisfy. Huge round of applause for them, ladies and gentlemen. May I now request Lakshmi Menon to give the voters thanks. It's been a wonderful evening and you were all wonderful. Thank you. Lakshmi, voter thanks.
As we come to the close of this inspiring evening, on behalf of the New Indian Express Group, our heartfelt gratitude to Shri Suresh Gopi, Honorable Minister of State, for graciously joining us this evening and presenting the award. Sir, your presence has added immense dignity and depth to this celebration of women who are reshaping our world with their courage and creativity. A big thank you to Professor K.V. Thomas too. A warm thank you to our presenting partner Adani, our associate partner Joy Alucas, our luxury partner Volvo, banking partner Federal Bank, knowledge partner Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, supporting partner Manappuram Finance, celebration partner Radico, and content partner Indulge for your support. Your faith in this initiative allows us to keep spotlighting extraordinary women across the country. A big thank you to our wonderful babies who have inspired us tonight with their incredible stories. You are the reason this platform exists, and your journeys remind us that empowerment is not an event, it is a continuing movement. To our audience, thank you for your presence, warmth, and encouragement. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for being with us. May we continue to honor, celebrate, and emulate the women who make a difference every single day. And may the Devi within us continue to shine. Thank you.
Open the doors there and we'll sign. Thank you.
Don't go away.
मुझे पता है वो पर्ची में क्या लिखा होता है। आप चलिए मेरे साथ। व्हील चेयर, ये आपका और ये आपका। पर्ची में शॉपिंग की बात तो जरूर लिखी होती है, थोड़ी पेट पूजा की बात कोई पर्ची में ना लिखे, ऐसा हो सकता है? टिफिन
थैंक यू। पर्ची में तो ये सब लिखा ही नहीं था।
हम है ना आपकी पर्ची।
वर्ल्ड क्लास एयरपोर्ट में चलाते हैं, आप